All right, y'all. Know I've been missing for quite a while. Quite a while. Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. A lot of y'all probably don't. Um, some of y'all probably know me from the Brokers Carriers Help Lounge. I didn't take like a 2 year hiatus. I used to shoot content almost daily. Um, I'm going to pick back up where I left off, but instead of just doing only Facebook, I'm gonna get on YouTube. And we got a channel. It's Boss Leroy. I'll put the link in because I'm tired. I can't really remember the name. But Boss Leroy, y'all find me on YouTube. That's where I'm gonna be dropping my content, and I'll be sharing it on Facebook as well. But I took like a 2 year hiatus from creating content, and really just had to take some time, man, to get myself together spiritually, mentally. I just, needed a little time to kind of get it together. But I think, I need to get back to it and kind of get back to, showing people the ins and outs, and or at least how I do it. Because I'm not gonna say my way is the only way, or I ain't even gonna say my way is the best way. Y'all excuse me though, I'm a little tired. I've been gassed like all week. Um, did two loads this weekend, and then I came in and we did some stuff around the homestead here, tilling and stuff, and getting the garden ready and all that good stuff because it's planting season. And then tonight I went out and ran, so I'm just a little bit tired. I think I'm operating on, maybe 3 hours of sleep, 3 4 hours of sleep. So I'm getting back to it, guys. I'm gonna try to bring y'all hot content. Probably not gonna be shooting lives, just doing videos and posting them to my YouTube channel. Um, and I probably won't be doing them every day. I'll probably do them, a couple times a week, or just as I see fit. So, for all of y'all that over the years that have loved and supported Boss Leroy, and that tuned into my content, those that I've been able to help and teach, man, I deeply adore and love you people, and I appreciate all the support. I know I vamped. A lot of y'all been asking me to get back to it. Well, I'm back. Disclaimer. If y'all know me or if you don't know me, y'all know I'm a little rough around the edges. Um, I speak my truth, um, and for a lot of people, it's kind of hard for them to hear some of the stuff that I say, and how I talk and things of that nature. So if you one of those that's real sensitive and timid, I'm probably not for you, and that's perfectly okay with me. I'm not bothered by it at all. But if you know who I am and you watch my content in the past, I shoot straight. So um, I wanted to just kind of bring to a lot of people's attention, especially the current state of trucking. And I'm not just gonna do trucking this time around. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, um, but we still are gonna mainly focus on trucking. Uh, the current state of trucking, it's been a little bit rough for a lot of us out here, and getting good rates and stuff like that, and the broker carrier comeback crap that's been going on for centuries. Um, of course, that stuff is gotten to an all time high, and it's making the state of the industry go down to an all time low. Um, so I'm gonna start back shooting this content and telling y'all the truth, because it's a lot of folks out here talking. It's a lot of people out here passing Kool Aid, and that Kool Aid got poison in it. So if ain't nobody else gonna tell the truth, I'm gonna tell the truth. Um, I was able to, take some time off, get myself readjusted, get focused, get aligned with the Most High, and he really has opened my eyes to a lot of things, and blessed me to be in some situations that I've been trying to get into for a long time, and I thank God for that. And because I was able to do that, I want to, create content and show you guys, what's going on, and put you guys in positions to where you can do the same thing, take care of your families, keep your businesses running at in a pristine uh, way. So, you know, I'm not gonna name any names or anything like that, but here recently, I think I picked up probably one of the best direct clients, or y'all might call them shippers or whatever, that I probably ever have been able to pick up. And going to this company, um, and signing on with them has really opened my eyes and confirmed a lot of things that I knew that was going on before. And I want to enlighten everybody and let everybody know what's really going on out here. Now, take this for for what it's worth. I'm not talking about everybody, obviously, especially when I speak about these brokers and things like that, because there are some good brokerages out here. But I am going to speak from a standpoint of generalizations. There's a lot of stuff I will talk about will be generalized, and that's just, I've always done that, and I'm going to continue the same way. Um, what I would like to start with is, one thing the one thing that we decided to do at the beginning of the year was start to try to cut some of these scavengers out of our pockets. You know what I'm saying? People that's just soaking up money that's, they useless. Whether it be brokerages or load boards or certain mechanics. Where we get our fuel. Which we've always done the fuel thing, but and even to a degree the mechanics that we use. Um, we've been just trying to, get people out of our pocket so we can kind of keep some of their revenue, because a lot of us out here, we're making good money, but the money is going out the door. So, going and procuring this customer that I procured allowed me to see some stuff that I've been known was going on for years, but nobody would really just come out and say it. We all know. I'm gonna start with this first point. We all know that most of our brokerages out here, they're getting paid things like detention, they're getting paid layover, they're getting paid fuel surcharge, and they're not. That never gets passed on to the carrier ever. Um, and the majority of them out here are doing that. I was able to confirm that. Um, I was able to kind of see it for myself, and realize like how bad things really are. As carriers, we got to kind of open our eyes and pay attention to what's really going on. The first tad bit of advice that I could give you guys is to turn off that. Get off of that. If you're on truck stop, get off of that. Whatever load board you're using, just stop. Stop paying them people. Those subscriptions are pointless. Those are not tools for carriers. Those are tools strictly just for brokerages. Um, Especially when it comes to the data and stuff like that they release. We're not allowed to see the data, but these brokerages, they're able to see everything when it pertains to the data that's compiled on us, from how many times somebody looks at their loads to who's looking at their loads. They have all the data that's presented through these different companies are presented to benefit the brokerages, and it doesn't even benefit the shippers. Okay, it doesn't even benefit these shippers. And it definitely doesn't benefit carriers. It strictly helps these brokerages. You see what I'm saying? So the first piece of advice that I can give you right here at the beginning of 2024 is March, um, is to get off of those boards. Stop wasting your time with that. Stop waking up every day and beating yourself upside the head trying to find a load off the load board. You're wasting your time. We have to start becoming more diverse in our business, and instead of going out here every day chasing this freight off of these boards. Start procuring your own customers, okay? And I know these brokers will tell you, well, shippers don't talk to carriers, they don't talk to drivers, they don't do this, they don't do that. Go find out for yourself, and you will see the same thing that I saw, okay, and that I've been seeing for years. But right now, it's kind of heightened. You know, truth be told, this brokering thing is going to be a thing of the past, especially if carriers will wake up and realize what's been done to them. Okay, you literally have uh, your liaisons, which are your brokers, not properly representing you as a carrier. They're sucking up all the money and they're keeping it. They're not paying you guys fuel surcharge, detention out here. And I'll tell y'all right now, these detention rates that they be giving y'all, is $25 and shit like that. That's not what these rates are. You know, I don't want to disclose my client, but if I did, you will see that the rates is quite a bit higher than what these brokers allow us to get. Your layover pay and things like that. They giving y'all $150 of layover pay. And they're making quite a bit more than that. But they don't tell you that. And then they lie to these shippers and tell them, oh, well, I'm passing this on to the carrier. And they're not. Just like they're doing with the fuel surcharge. Plus, they're taking money out of your line haul. Okay. And if people would wake up and stop just getting up every day, trying to figure out a way to run a load, just trying to put something on the truck and start chasing business, then you will see that trucking is really not in as bad of a state as we all think it is. It's actually not. A lot of these shippers are out here. They still paying good money. They're doing good business. It's these liaisons that we're using, okay? And we need to get those types of things in check, okay? Because, and I've said this before in my content before, this stuff trickles up, all right? You got these people in our pockets stealing all the money, and what they're doing is they're cutting our costs, but all at the same time going to these shippers and these receivers and running their cost up, right? So it'd be you get into a playing field where it's costing more to ship the freight, even though the person shipping the freight is getting paid less, which is making our shelf prices higher. Um, it's crazy. It really just it messes up the market. It messes up our market real bad for these people to sit back here and push papers. You see what I'm saying? And you know, not do good business, and they're making all this money. They're laughing, running to the bank. They're taking these vacations. You see what I'm saying? They literally just drinking the Kool-Aid. That's all they're doing. It's not benefiting the everyday, Joe Blow. Is not benefiting these businesses. And even if you're a shipper out there, if you're making a product and you're shipping it, I advise you to wisen up and wake up and realize that a lot of that money that you're paying these people, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not passing it on. They're not passing that stuff on to the carrier. Most of you guys, and I'm gonna say this again, the majority of you guys out here aren't even getting fuel surcharge. Okay. There isn't a shipper out here that does not pay fuel surcharge. Okay. And surcharge changes as the price of fuel changes. Okay. They're keeping all of that money. You see what I'm saying? And it's causing a very ugly situation for both sides, everybody except for the broker, and so we need to get back to a position, or get to a position, because a lot of you guys never been here, where you're not waking up every day and you're just jumping on a load board. If anything, get off the truck, right? Get off the truck. Go knock doors. Make phone calls. Get used to sending emails. Get used to talking to people. All right. Build your business that way. Build your business by creating direct relationships with your shippers and your receivers, and stop depending so much on these brokers, because they're never going to tell you what's really going on. They're never going to treat you fair. They're never going to do what they're supposed to do. And once again, I'm generalizing. I'm not talking about all of them, because there are some good brokerages out here. I know some daggone good ones that I've been hauling for years. However, we don't do broker freight anymore. I'm doing 100% direct freight, and I'm working with one client, and I'm cool with where I'm at. I really am. I'm getting um, fair prices, great opportunities, and that's what everybody needs to be striving to do. And how you're going to do that is by starting to do some of this research. When you're going in and you're hauling these loads, stop just going in there signing these bill of ladings, bumping the dock, coming out the door and taking off. Learn how to talk to these people, okay? And how you do that is by being intelligent, okay? Start learning about these people's businesses. And when you start to learn about their inbound freight, their outbound freight, and every shipper and receiver has inbound and outbound freight. Y'all need to remember that, and you need to learn that. When you start to learn these things, you can kind of see, hey, this is where my company can fit in, okay? And this is, we can come in and provide this service for you. And once you have that information, all you need to do then is create communication and develop a contact. Now, a lot of y'all gonna have to increase your professionalism in order to be able to do this. That means all the flip flop wearing and all this other crap, that truckers is out here doing. We got to start representing ourselves a lot better if we want these shippers and these receivers to take us serious, because they're in a professional environment and they expect us to be in a professional environment too. The attitude is another one. Getting nasty with these people and being ugly with them and being disgusting, that's not going to get you anywhere. You gotta tone some of that stuff down, right? And learn how to talk to these people. And I promise you, the very information that these brokers tell us that they will not give you, yes, they will. They will tell you what their broker's getting paid. They will tell you, and they'll ask you what you're getting paid, right? And a lot of shippers and receivers are getting hip to the fact that they're paying these exuberant shipping costs. And when they're talking to these carriers and they're talking to these drivers, they're starting to realize that they're getting beat. And that's why right now is a prime opportunity to kind of take a step back, start doing your research, learn how to communicate properly, learn how to present yourself in a presentable fashion, and go out here and get this freight. All right. And if everybody will become hip to this, then this brokering game that's been going on for so long, it'll come to an end. They've had the market corner for a long time, and the reason why they have the market corner is purely based off of complete ignorance. They keep the shipper and receiver ignorant, and they keep the carrier ignorant, right? And if we start communicating with one another, you can kind of see where you're getting beat. And a lot of them are starting to realize we're getting beat. I'm paying buku money to work with a brokerage, and the majority of their cost isn't even going to actual transportation. It's just padding somebody's pocket. So, it's time to step away from those things. Another thing is this all these technology thing, and I'm not gonna name no companies because I don't want to drag nobody, but all this different tech and stuff like that. That's also allowing for carriers to be left in the dark, because you never really know what's going on when you're just depending strictly on, these bidding programs and these rate building programs and all this other crap. You're never going to learn how this goes if you don't understand and you don't research and you don't give yourself the opportunity to realize and understand how we built these rates and how we go out here and procure this freight. You see what I'm saying? We got to take a step back from just typing on the phone all the time and looking at this program and that program and learn how to actually do these things. A lot of your brokerages are gonna continue to push that technology because it keeps you in the dark. As long as you don't know how to do it, right? And you don't know how it goes, right? And you're just gonna hop in that truck and drive, or put your driver in the truck and run him down the highway, then they know that you're going to be at a disadvantage. And the same goes for our shippers and our receivers. Okay, we have to stop being what we've been for so long, and that's complacent and lazy. Okay, and start figuring out how this industry actually works, and stop allowing our middlemen to not only misappropriate our funds, our resources. Okay, but also misrepresent both sides, being carriers and shippers and receivers. Okay. We have to get back to a place where we're doing honest, good business, solid business, and we get away from these guys that are just here to stick their hand in our pockets. You saw what I'm saying? Once again, disclaimer, I'm not talking about all brokerages. There are some good brokerages out here, but I would tell you, carriers that are out here and you owner operators that are operating, you do not need a brokerage. You do not need a load board. What you need is a pad, pencil, and everything is on the internet. Start doing this research and start learning. Okay. And if y'all tune in with Boss Leroy, I'm gonna show y'all how to I'm gonna go back and show you guys how to procure again, what the bases are, how to get in front of these people face, how to talk to them, how to sell your business, and how to put yourself up in a good position. Now, Rome wasn't built in overnight, and neither is your business. It's gonna take hard work, determination. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work at it, right? But right now, we're doing 25% of the job, which is just getting in the truck and driving, right? We're not making calls. We're not sending emails. We're not knocking doors. We're relying on a liaison to do all of that for us. And that's why you're getting beat, and you're going to continue to get beat, and you're going to continue to bellyache and complain until you do something different. I'm not going to stay on here all night. Obviously, I love you guys. I'm happy to be back. I'm a little bit tired right now, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to get back to shooting this content. I realize that, this is something that the industry definitely needs, is somebody to get in here and be honest and tell the truth and stop playing these little games that gets played. So, you guys tune in, like, share, follow, subscribe to my channel. So, and turn that alert button on. So when I put my videos up, you can get the alert. You can come in, you can watch, you can learn. I'm going to give as many beans as I possibly can. Like I said, the first thing we're going to probably touch on is procurement, and the first step to procurement, I'm going to say it again, turn off the load boards, okay? In your subscription with that, in your subscription with Truck Stop, okay? Any load board, I don't care what load board it is, that is nothing but a it's an easy way, guys. And in order for you to be successful, you got to be willing to do the hard part, which is procurement. So that's the first step. The second step, you need to start researching. Find the freight that works for you. Who has the freight? Research it. Learn what's coming inbound. Learn what's going outbound. Learn where that freight is coming from. Learn where that freight is going to. Figure out where you can fit in. The second thing, or third thing, start presenting yourself in a more professional manner, because you are in a professional climate. Dress to impress. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all need to wash your ass. I ain't gonna lie. Wash your butts. Stop going in these people, buildings and facilities with your hygiene not up to par. You saw what I'm saying? Learn how to talk to these people and stop treating them like crap. Learn how to have patience so you can work with these people. You saw what I'm saying? Sometimes they're going to take a little bit of time to unload and load you and things like that. Be patient. Stop going in here snapping on these shippers and receivers, okay? We need to take back our image, right? So we can speak for ourselves. And the fourth thing is, once you've done some research and you can kind of understand what's going on with the particular shipper or receiver, establish communication with a contact. And you can do that several ways. You can call them on the phone, you can hit them on the email, or you can go knock doors. Okay. All of those are good things to do. But if you want to get back to having a successful business, if you want to get back to making money the way you're supposed to be making money and being able to take care of your family so you can survive, you need to start with these 5 simple steps. And the biggest one is to get off of that load board. Stop chasing that every day. Stop doing that every morning. It's a waste of your time. Okay. With that much said, like I said, like, share, follow, subscribe to my channel, and turn that alert bell on so you know when my content goes up. Boss Leroy, I love y'all. Thank you for the support over the years. I'm back to it. Let's get to it. I'm out of here.